Hello everybody, here we are again with our fourth episode of Climbing Addicts. Yay!
Last video we promised you to interview Evan to show us some equipments of bouldering, but unfortunately he couldn't come.
Bummer. But we found somebody else.
Well, this is Pepijn. Welcome, Pepijn.
Hello everyone.
Thank you for helping us out.
Oh, you're most welcome.
Welcome Pepijn, thanks for helping us out. We have a couple of questions for you. You've been a top rope climber for a couple of years now. Can you tell us the difference between top rope climbing and bouldering?
Well, basically top rope climbing is climbing with a harness which clips you into the rope that's already up on the wall. And you have a belayer who catches you when you fall. So whenever you go, you're safe, you're in the rope. And with bouldering, you're climbing on walls no higher than, I think officially, 4 meters and 20 centimeters. There's no rope. So if you fall, you'll fall on a big mat, a crash pad basically.
Yeah.
So make sure you land well and you'll be fine.
A lot of different kind of equipments for bouldering and top rope climbing.
Well, for bouldering actually you don't need much. Basically a crash pad, a pair of shoes, maybe some chalk. And if you want to go top roping, if the rope is there already, you still need your shoes, of course, some chalk, but you also need a harness, which is actually your safety equipment. So if you fall, the harness will catch you.
Yeah, sounds great.
Well, it does help.
When we're talking about shoes, do you think are there different kinds of shoes you can use for bouldering or top rope climbing?
Yeah, it kind of depends on what you want. If you're top rope climbing, well, a route usually takes a bit more time. So a difference might be that people use laced shoes for top roping and Velcro shoes for bouldering.
Well, why is that?
Because if you're going to spend more time on the wall, you need a bit more comfort on your feet. So laced shoes, you can also use Velcro shoes, that's no problem. I do it myself as well.
So they're more comfortable, maybe for longer.
Laces have more, they offer more comfort, so you can take a shoe that's not too close on the toes, but you can still make it snug by lacing it up. And the Velcro needs to be really tight on the toes, and then you do the Velcro. So it's much less comfortable, but you can take them off a lot quicker. So when you're done with a bouldering route or two, you take them off, you give your feet some rest. Quite painful sometimes. Yeah, true. So yeah, and if you're on the wall for, say if you go outside and it's going to take you, I don't know, maybe an hour to do a multi-pitch, then you don't want to have Velcros, you want to get some shoes that offer some comfort. Yeah. So
Nice.
there might be a difference, but it's all up to your personal taste.
But you won't see the really aggressive bouldering shoes on these kinds of high walls. Not a lot, I think.
When you go indoor, there's not much difference. I think the biggest difference is between outdoor climbing and indoor top roping. Yeah, you can probably see the same shoes as when people are bouldering, but I think the more aggressive shoes might be in use in boulder gyms a bit more. Yeah. For heel hooks, toe hooks, and like super small edges.
What about clothing? Do you need special clothing? Or is just anything comfortable is good enough?
Basically anything that will allow you to move freely, that's the bottom line. So you can wear whatever you want, and then, well, if it allows you to move around, especially when your legs, you make a spread or whatever kind of strange ballet move, then yeah, if you can do that without ripping your pants, that's a good start, I think. And otherwise you can wear a t-shirt or a tank top. I wouldn't wear sweaters though, maybe when it's really cold outside, but yeah, indoors, not so much.
And how about the tape that we are using for bouldering lots of times?
Well, I try not to use it unless I have injuries on my tendons or my fingers, the tendons or the pulleys. So if they're overloaded or inflamed, so you have tendonitis maybe, then you can use it to well, lessen the load on the tendons or the pulleys and give them a chance to heal. And that's why I would use the tape. Some also use it to protect the skin. So when they're climbing or bouldering a lot, and they want to save their skin for when they do a big project, for example. Yeah, you can also tape it up.
Do you see this a lot with the top rope climbing or bouldering?
Top roping, no. Bouldering, a lot more. There's a lot more tape involved.
This is because of the bouldering, I guess?
Yeah. I boulder a bit more than I climb, and definitely anything that goes wrong is usually down to bouldering and not to rope climbing.
Okay.
So
Actually, top rope climbing is a little bit safer for the tendons and for the muscles.
for my tendons, a lot better. I use climbing almost as a healing training, recovery training for my hands and muscles.
Of course.
I can do a lot then, a lot more, and walk away scot-free
Yeah.
than when I'm bouldering.
It's much harder, I guess.
Bouldering has a higher peak load on your muscles and your tendons, so yeah, it's more injury prone, I guess.
Can you show us a little bit like the difference for example, chalk bags, what people use for bouldering and for top roping?
Well, yeah, there's a lot here, I guess. For top rope climbing, you would use the bag that you can put around your waist, and where you can dip in the back, so you can get some chalk on the way and then go on.
Yes.
So you would basically use this kind of stuff. These are kind of funny. AP Plus, very cool stuff. But it has a belt that goes around your waist, so you can carry it on your back.
Yes.
And you put some chalk in there, and you can dip your hands in it, get some, and then go on.
Yeah.
There will be these kinds, and for bouldering, you can use buckets. This might be one. It's bigger, it stands firmly on the ground, you don't take it up, you just leave it there. So you put a lot of loose chalk in there, no balls.
Yeah.
Dip your hands in it, you know, clap them a few times maybe. And then just leave it there and go up the wall.
So you don't wear too much stuff around you?
No, you want to go up there with as little stuff around your body as possible, because, well, if you fall and anything gets between your body and the mat, you might get injured. So you really want to avoid that.
And it's also extra weight.
True.
Of course.
Yeah, well, if you want to carry that bucket, it's not going to be very pretty when you go up. So
Yeah. Lose all your chalk. You just disappear in a cloud of chalk.
you'll just be like,
Yeah.
and you'll be gone, and your chalk is gone too. And then, well, that was your try. Yeah.
Belay devices. What difference are there in?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of difference. There are insanely many, but I use an ATC or a tuber.
Yeah.
And that's probably the simplest one. So it goes around your carabiner, the rope goes in on the top, goes out on the bottom, and when you pull it, it blocks the rope. Pretty simple.
Yes.
And you can slowly release the rope to let your climber go down if you want to lower them. There's a figure 8, I don't know if they have them around here.
Maybe here?
There's no 8.
No 8.
I can see a grigri, I can see the mammoth, I don't recall the name, but grigri and mammoths are also in use. Well, that's the brand. I wouldn't know how they call it, but it's a semi-automatic blocking device. So if someone falls, it will block immediately, and you have to help it to release it. And the grigri is a classic, of course. Well, that's a semi-automatic device. You still need your hands, but basically, most of the time you can let your hands go and it will block and you'll be safe. But my advice is never to let go of the rope.
It's kind of dangerous, so better to pay attention.
Always keep your hands on the rope, period.
But what other equipments are there?
Well, we use at least also a carabiner, of course, to connect yourself with the rope.
Yes.
Some gyms will let you make your own knot into your harness.
Yes.
But a lot of the gyms in the Netherlands actually require you to use a carabiner, specifically a safety binder. So this is a safety carabiner, which means when you open it, it's a screw carabiner like this.
Yeah.
You close it, and you have to close the flap too, which means if it closes, it's good. If it stays open, you're unsafe. So it serves as a check, basically. Yeah. And it keeps itself in place nicely, so it doesn't twist like this, for example. That helps.
But why can't you use, for example, this then?
So if you were to use, some gyms will let you use the regular HMS screw carabiners.
Yes.
But if you do so, you need to use 2 of them, and you need to use them in opposed directions like this, so they can't. The rope can get out of one, but it doesn't go out the other one. So
Okay.
that's very important.
Also double safe.
Yeah, but you need to check with the gym itself what the rules are on their carabiners.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm all out of questions.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Pepijn, for answering all our questions.
As best as I can.
Yeah, you did actually.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Now, let's run up those walls.
Yeah.
and educational, and it was a really cool experience to climb up the high wall myself. It was one of my first times. So
Well, let's do it again then.
yeah,
Yeah.
but not now.
No. For now, we say goodbye.
Yeah, but first, let's tell us a little bit about our next episode. Next episode, we are giving you some more basic tips and techniques.
Nice.
So
Looking forward to that. Okay, thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe.
yeah, and hit the bell for notifications. And oh yeah, if you like our video, please put your thumb up your.
That's okay.
Just give us the thumbs up
Yeah.
down below.